How y'all doing? This Truth Mercs. I come to y'all yet again, exposing the truth. I got a hot topic for y'all today. It's exposing the truth about how Eve cheated on Adam, how Rebecca cheated on Isaac, and how Samson's mother and Samson's stepfather, which is Manoah, how they made an oath to the devil. I'm going to break it down for you. For those who have eyes to see, see. And those who have ears to hear, hear. And after that, go research, go do it on your own. But I'm basically teaching y'all how to literally read the Bible and decode it instead of listening to what these false preachers are teaching you. So, the Bible, people will read things in the Bible and they'll just overlook a lot of things, especially about the woman. So what I used to tell the people that used to be my friends is that if a man is gonna try to destroy another man, he's not just gonna come at him straight up. He gonna send a woman to do it. Why do you think Satan in the Garden of Eden, he didn't come at Adam? Adam knew better, so he got to Adam through his wife, because if you look in modern day times, a woman can be a man's weakness, and majority, 99% men on the earth now, their weaknesses is the woman. So if the devil knows that, which he does know that because he's been here for trillions of years, he's going to use that as an advantage. So basically, that's what he does. Now, if you break down WOE-man, what is a woe? A woe is death and destruction. Now, I'm not saying this for all women, but this is for 99% of women. It's only 1% of good Hebrew women. That's it. You're not going to be able to find them. I tell you this all the time. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. So woe is death and destruction. And then you add man. WOE-man. The destruction of man. And not just man, but for lack of a better word, mankind. Because when a woman is pregnant, it's on her from that point forward to either keep the baby or terminate the baby. And most people over here in the Americas, most women over here in the Americas are terminating their babies. They are some of the biggest murkers that there is. They're giving their children over to Baal, and Baal is another word for the devil. They're giving it over to that Edomite doctor and letting him go in there and cut that baby up. That's what they're doing. This ain't for the 1% of women, the good women. This is this topic is for the 99% women who are out here doing wickedness. And like I say, it's nothing new under the sun. They've been doing this. So this topic, I want it to blow your mind, because if you go back and read your book by yourself and get understanding through it, it's really gonna blow your mind. It shouldn't, because if you off the milk, but a lot of y'all not off the milk. Y'all still on it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to prove the point, which I've already proved it in the previous video, but I'm going to break it down for you with Eve. We're going to start off with Eve. So we're going to go to Genesis 3:16. No, really, we're going to start off at Genesis 3:15. So the Most High says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise thy heel. That's the same thing with Jacob and Esau. Jacob had a hold of Esau's heel. 16. And unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. Now, when he said he's going to greatly multiply, that means that he's going to greatly multiply her pains. And multiply is adding on, like it's adding something else to it. So that's telling you that there's going to be twins. And this is with Eve. That just go right over your head. And thy conception means to make the baby. And in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. Not a child, but children, as in speaking in more than one. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Now, if we rewind this back, Eve was in the garden while Adam was off doing his work. He finessed her. He got in there. He told, she said that the tree looked desirable, which tree means a person, a male, not an actual snake. So he got into her ear. He talked sweet to her, and then they had sex. Now, like I say, in modern day terms, if you at work all day and your wife ain't gave you no reason to make you feel like she cheating on you, when y'all do lay down together, you're gonna feel like this is y'all child. So that's why Adam thought that Cain was his first child, but he wasn't, or his first twin, shall I say. So Satan laid down with Eve to contaminate the people of the Most High, which is the true Hebrews, the Negroes, and then Eve went back and laid down with Adam. And then Adam put his seed in her, and that's where Abel came from. So Abel was really, truly only Adam's first child. And you gotta also think the firstborn always gets the blessing. But the Most High knew that Cain wasn't the seed of the Hebrews; it was the seed of Satan. That's why he didn't get no blessing. The blessing went to Abel, because Abel was really Adam's first son. It's no different from Isaac and Rebekah. See, Isaac's first son really wasn't Esau. It's like me, take me for example. I'm a Hebrew, I'm a Negro man. My wife is a Negro woman. I can't make no Mexican looking baby. I can't make no pure white boy baby. We can make albinos, that type of white, but I can't make no white baby. I can't make no Chinese baby. That's just crazy. I can only make a Negro baby. So you have to challenge that. Why did Esau come out all red and hairy if his dad was a nigga? You understand what I'm saying? So these are the things that y'all have to take into consideration. And you have to understand that when they talk about angels in the Bible and talk about God and Lord and all that, you have to read the context, because majority of the time they talking about Satan. I've already taught that in my lessons. And then when you talk about angels, you either talking about the holy angels or you talking about the fallen angels, which are really demons. So always know that and remember that. So basically, that's why the Most High speaks so ill about Cain. He don't like Cain because Cain wasn't really Adam's first son. That was Satan's son. And that's why Satan's son killed Adam's true son, Abel. And that's what happened with that. And they were twins. Once again, remember, conception means to make. Once you bear, it means to push the kid out. And you bear again, you pushing the kid out again. So y'all always remember that. So, let me see. And so if you go back to, let's go back to Genesis 3:16. So I'm teaching. Now watch this. Until the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. Because if you really go back to the laws, it say that if a woman cheat on her husband, she's really to be stoned to death. And Adam was so beta male over Eve that he didn't want to do that. So he kept staying with her. And really, honestly, in our laws, you're not supposed to stay with your wife if she's been defiled by a whole nother man. So this is why the Most High said he will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. And sorrow thou shalt bring forth thy children. Now he put these pains on her because he knew that Eve slept with Satan. That's why. And then not only you didn't have pain from one kid, you had pain from two twins. It's no different from the Jacob and Esau type thing. And I'm gonna prove that. So now we're gonna go to Genesis 25. What's that? 22. through 24. And I'm going to read from the book of Jasher when I get done with this. And it says, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? Meaning, why is she in so much pain? And she went to inquire of the Lord. So when women talk about inquiring of the Lord, they really going to do, they doing witchcraft. They're going into to inquire of Satan. I told y'all the Lord means Satan in the book. These are Edomite words. The words I'm speaking now, these are English words. These come from Edomites. We Hebrew. That's what we speak. We don't, just because we was brought in captivity, we forgot our heritage and our, how we supposed to be and our customs and all that. So basically, when a woman inquires of the Lord, that's really meaning that she's going to seek. I mean, you got to read the context, but she's meaning it talking about she's finna go to the Lord, a wizard, a warlock. That's what she mean. And it says, Genesis 25:23, and it said, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from the bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now, why is it making all these differences between 2 children if they supposed to be Negroes? They are the same heritage. They come from the same people. But see, that's where you got to use your brain, because they're not from the same people. Rebecca stepped out on Isaac. You see how I say she went to go inquire of the Lord. She went to go inquire of a demon. Your wife ain't supposed to be sitting out here congregating and speaking with no other man, especially not in your presence. 2 nations. Nations is a group of people. So it's telling you right here, it's right in front of your face. 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people. 2 manner of people, meaning 2 different sets of people in you. You have an Edomite from Satan, and you have a nigger, a Hebrew, from the true one, Isaac. So Genesis 25:24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that, his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's feet, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him, 60 years old. So you see how Esau came out. He had to be explained because he looked weird. He didn't look like that somebody that came from a Negro man. They didn't explain Jacob because Jacob looked like his father and his mother. You see what I'm saying? Now, we're going to go to the book of Jasher, and I'm going to read you another scripture about how the Most High, because Rebecca cheated on Isaac. It's the same thing with Eve. He increased her sorrows. He multiplied her sorrows. Multiply, that means more than one baby. So that's proving my point of what I'm trying to teach y'all about these being twins. How I've heard nobody on the internet say that Cain and Abel were twins. I've heard nobody say that. I've heard nobody say that Eve cheated on Adam. I've heard nobody say that Rebecca cheated on Isaac. I'm the only nigga out here doing this. And I'm taking chances. Don't matter if I just start on my YouTube. I'm still taking a chance and doing this. But I don't give a damn because I'm going to die for Yahushua. He died. He paid for our sins. I got to get it back to him at all costs. Let's see. No, that's not it. Okay. It says, the Most High heard the prayer of Isaac, the son of Abraham, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. Now remember I said that Isaac, when he goes to the Most High, because you remember the man was made for the Most High, the woman was made for the man, for us. So real men deal with each other. So when Isaac went to the Most High, it said that Rebecca she conceived. The baby was made, the twins. In about 7 months after the children struggled together within her, and she was in great pain, as she was tired because of them. She said to all the women in the land, "Did such a thing ever happen to you?" They said no. She said to them, Why am I the only one of all the women on the earth that this is happening to? She went to the land of Moriah to seek the Lord over this, and she went to Shem and Eber his son to make inquiries of them over this matter. You see how I said she went to the Lord? Why wasn't your husband with you? Y'all can't think that the angels, all these like spirits, they spirits, but at the same time, another word for angel is a messenger. It wasn't no spirits walking with Lot when the two angels came into Sodom and Gomorrah. These was two men, flesh. You got to have the spirit with the flesh to even exist. It's just like you got to have your mind and your heart for the body to exist. If you take one of them away, then it's terminated. So the Most High multiplied her pain because he knew that she cheated on Isaac. Isaac didn't know. So, it says, she also asked Abraham to seek the Most High about it. They all inquired of the Lord about this matter, and they brought her word from the Lord and told her. And when they saying the Lord in this, they talking about the Most High. And then it was like, there are 2 children in your womb, and 2 nations will rise from them. One nation will be stronger than the other, and the greater will serve the younger. So there again, it's showing you, because as I've told you, if a woman cheats on her husband, an act of fornication, she is really to be put to death. She is to be stoned. But if you look in modern day times now, these men, it's some men out here, you know, and they wife, if they catch them in the house doing it. But for the most part, there's a lot of beta male men in here, and they getting ran by that woman, the WOE-man. So that's why it happened the way it happened. And what I will tell y'all is this, is that Rebecca tricked Isaac because she knew that Esau wasn't Isaac's first son. That's why Jacob got the blessing, because you got to think, the first son always gets the blessing. So you got to rewind. Why wouldn't Esau get the blessing if that was really truly Isaac's first son? It wasn't. Rebecca was sneaky. That's why she put the goat's fur on Jacob's arms, and he went in there talking and acting like he was Esau, and Isaac couldn't tell who the difference from. She's a supplanter. She's a trickster. She's a finesser. So, do you think it's odd that she finessed her husband into thinking that Esau was theirs, and then she taught her son how to finesse Isaac, which he was blind, and he finessed her. But he got that from his mama, because she finessed Isaac, convincing Isaac that Esau was, and that's why. You think that Isaac couldn't have just said, "Nah, I'm not finna bless you. I got kids. If I want to take a blessing away from my son, I'm gonna just be like, I'm finna take it away from you. Is this some, like, I can do that? I'm like, nah, I'm finna give it to your other brother. So how is it that just word of mouth saying, bless me, bless? Nah, when Esau's like, bless me, Father, bless me. Nah. Cain was foreign to Adam. Adam was foreign to Cain. And the same thing with Esau. Esau was foreign to Isaac, and so forth and so on. And if you read in the lost books, Isaac really woke up, because he knew that Esau was profane. The Edomites are profane. That means profane means that they have no respect for the things that are sacred and holy. They say the Edomites are debased, meaning that they are low in value. They're worthless. and that they are vile. Vile means filthy, nasty, and disgusting. Remember them damn Neanderthals was living in the caves. So, and that's why Jacob got the gift. We was already the Most High's. We was his people. We are his people, the Hebrews. Esau wasn't. Esau was from the serpent seed because Rebecca stepped outside her marriage. And like I say, use your brain. There's nothing new under the sun. Now watch this. Check this out. So would y'all think that this is far-fetched? Okay, let me make a point. So I have a son, right? My son is gonna emulate or copy anything that he sees me doing because I'm his father and his overseer. So it's only right that he gonna copy me and mimic me. It's the same thing. So when Satan came down here, he slept with the daughters of man, which is the Most High. The immortal man. That's what that means. Not mean mortal man, but immortal man. And the fallen angels, the 200 fallen angels that came with him, followed him. So that's their father. They doing what they father doing. So the book of Enoch is really putting you on game to what's really going on. Them fallen angels, which is them demons, they not finna do nothing that they haven't seen their father do. So Satan came down and had sex with Eve first. They mimicked their father, and then they start polluting the earth. That's what happened. And that's why our women are so messed up today, because they have the DNA of the serpent seed in them. That's why it's hard to find a righteous woman. A woman that dressed modestly. A woman that don't put out this fake ass, deceiving ass makeup on their face. Drawing your fucking eyebrows on. Gluing on eyelashes. Then you take that shit out. You look 30 years older. And they don't want to wake up. They don't want to change. I'm not finna go off on no tangent about women, because I know a lot about women. It's a waste of time. The women that's gonna wake up, hey, wake up. Follow righteousness. But the women that ain't gonna wake up, I don't got time. I'm just putting this out here for my true Hebrew brothers that's gonna wake up. Because like I say, when a woman knows that her power is her beauty and that thing between her legs. So if she can use that, she can destroy the man. It has happened over and over and over and over again. Nothing is new under the sun. These men out here are slaves to their lusts. And then that lust, being a slave to that lust, that's going to end you right in the fiery pit. It's time to wake up. It ain't no end times are near. The end times are here. It is here. It's here. Now, when men usually talk to angels, they talking to the holy angels. When women usually talk to angels, they're talking to fallen angels. And they're making sacrifices to Satan. Just like Satan took Yahweh up to the tallest mountain and told him to do all the things that were against the Most High, he would give him all the kingdoms of the earth. So if he tried our risen King and Savior, Yahweh, you think he ain't gonna try us? Just like they doing them out. Oh, P. Diddy, set Biggie Smalls up and we'll give you all the riches of the world. P. Diddy ain't fell off yet. Jay-Z ain't fell off yet. They got to do their daily sacrifices, whether it's making your son think he's a fruitcake or your daughter thinking she's a man. You're going to have to sacrifice something. If Satan going to give you all these riches, you're going to have to make a blood sacrifice. So we're going to go back to Genesis 25 and 21. Now, this is going back to when I told you the men ask of the Most High, and they always do it first. So, well, majority of the time. So, and Isaac entreated the Most High for his wife because she was barren, meaning she couldn't have kids. And the Most High was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. You see how that when you a true chosen one of the Most High, we are his children. All he did was called on the Most High, put his hands up, talk to him, and then all of a sudden she conceived. Yeah. Go to Matthew 1 and 20. I'll show you another verse about how we call on the Most High. Okay. Okay, this is Joseph and Mary. But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Most High appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived meaning the babies made in her, is of the Holy Ghost. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh, for he shall save his people from their sins. Now, Yahweh, meaning Yah means he. Usha means he saves, he redeems. That ain't no coincidence, for it says, for he shall save his people from his sins. But you see how Joseph, it's either the angel's going to come to, the holy angel's going to come to the man first, or the man going to come to the holy one first. But that's how I usually go. When you read these scriptures and these women going off from their husband and doing all this crazy nonsense, and they not even bringing their husband with them, nah, that's not how it's supposed to be. And if anybody teach you otherwise, they're liars. Let's see, I'll prove the point though. So we got past the first 2 points. Eve cheated, and that was twins. Serpent seed, Satan's son was Cain. Adam's son, the righteous one, was Abel. Rebecca cheated on Isaac. Esau was the son of Satan. Jacob was the son of Isaac, the righteous one. Now we finna jump to Samson's mother. So turn to, what did I say, Judges? It popped up wrong. Judges 13:2 is where we're going to start. Now I'm going to break this down for you. So y'all got to pay attention. I'm going to break it down for you. Check this out. And there was a certain man of Zorah, the family of the Danites, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren and bare not. His wife was barren. She couldn't have no kids. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto the woman. That's not a holy angel. That's a fallen angel. The angel of the Lord of Satan appeared unto the woman. Why would you appear unto the woman first instead of appearing to her leader, her head, the one who was supposed to be above her? Already off. And said unto her, behold now, thou art barren and bearest not. So she couldn't have no kids. She couldn't push no kids out. But thou shalt conceive and bear a son. Now therefore beware, I pray thee, and drink not wine nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing, because that would terminate the baby or make the baby retarded or something. For lo, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come on his head, for the child shall be a Nazarite unto God from the womb, and he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines. Then the woman came and told her husband, saying, a man of God came unto me. So she's saying a man of God. That's basically her saying that that's a fallen angel that came from Satan, because God is Satan. It came unto her. And she says, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of God. Countenance means face. And she said the countenance of the angel, like the countenance of the angel of God. Very terrible. You scared. You were scared. Ugly face, demon face looking nigga. But I asked him not whence he was, neither told me his name. So she didn't ask him where he came from, and the fallen angel didn't tell her his name. What type? What is that? Why? We know the names of the angels: Michael, Raphael, Gabriel. What is the reason to hide that? Because that's what the evil do. They hide in plain sight. But he said unto me, behold, thou shalt conceive and bear a son. And now drink no wine nor strong drink, neither eat any unclean thing, for the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb to the day of his death. Then Manoah entreated the Lord and said, O my Lord, let the man of God which thou didst send come again unto us, and teach us what we shall do unto that child that shall be born. Now right here, they're not going to tell you that Manoah was really entreating of Satan. So he was really on some wizard, witchcraft type shit too. Okay. So Judges 13:9. And God hearkened to the voice of Manoah, Satan, and Satan hearkened to the voice of Manoah. And the angel of God came again unto the woman as she sat in the field. But Manoah, her husband, was not with her. So you see how the angel came back? Angels are messengers, like I told y'all. So why would you come back when you knew that her husband wasn't around? That's because she finna get the fallen angel DNA put inside her. And they are shapeshifters. They can look like they're regular human beings. Hue meaning color. Man, Edomites ain't no color. They're lepers. And the woman made haste, meaning quickness, and ran and showed her husband. So with her saying that, she knew what her husband was, and the fallen angel knew what her husband was, but the fallen angel chose not to speak to the woman with her husband present. He decided to get her alone, just like what Satan did with Eve. Satan couldn't finesse nothing in front of Adam. That's why he had to get her alone. I hope this making sense. And showed her husband, and said unto him, Behold, the man hath appeared unto me, the fallen angel. It came unto me the other day. And Manoah rose and went after his wife, and came to the man, and said unto him, Art thou the man that spakest unto the woman? And he said, I am. And Manoah said, Now let thy words come to pass. How shall we order the child, and how shall we do unto him? And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, All of that I said unto the woman, let her be where. So he didn't even explain what he said to the woman. So that should put antennas up in your head. So it says, she may not eat of anything that cometh of the vine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. All that I commanded her, let her observe. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, I pray thee, let us detain thee until we shall have made ready a kid for thee. A kid is another word for a goat. Watch how this is going to break down. And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, remember, this is a fallen angel of Satan. Though thou detain me, I will not eat of thy bread, and if thou wilt offer a burnt offering. Let's go back. Remember in Judges 13:15, it said, and Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, I pray thee, let us detain thee until we shall have made ready a kid for thee. A kid is a goat. The Baphomet is a goat. That's how people do their blood sacrifices. They slit these goats' throats and cow throats and horses' throats, and that's how they make a sacrifice through blood, because demons and fallen angels love blood. So that's why I said, back to Judges 13:16, he said, I will not eat of thy bread, and if thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto the Lord. That means Satan. For Manoah knew not that he was an angel of the Lord. So he didn't even know that this fallen angel was of Satan. He just talking to him, getting finessed. Like how they doing in days, times of today. They just, people talking all this chakra bullshit and all this old witchcraft shit. And you thinking they got a good heart because they making it sound good, but they really not. They leading you to Satan. That's really all that is. It says, and Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, what is thy name? That when our sayings come to pass, we may do thee honor. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is secret? The Illuminati, do they not? It's a secret society, right? They operate in secrecy. So if you was a really holy angel of the Most High, you would have been like, hey man, my name Michael. I come from the Most High, Yahweh. He ain't doing all that because he playing tricks and games. So Manoah took a kid, the goat, with a meat offering and offered it upon a rock unto the Lord, Satan. And the angel did wondrously. And Manoah and his wife looked on. So he offered that blood sacrifice to the demon. For it came to pass when the flame went up toward heaven from off the altar, that the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame of the altar. And Manoah and his wife looked on it and fell on their faces to the ground because they were scared. They were seeing all this old this paranormal activity. But the angel of the Lord did no more appear to Manoah and to his wife. Why not? Because the sacrifice has already been made, so they can't go back on it. That's why he came in. He got a blood sacrifice from both of them, and he left out. So he said, but the angel of the Lord did no more appear to Manoah and to his wife. Then Manoah knew that he was an angel of the Lord, meaning that now he knows all that paranormal activity. Now he knows that really was a fallen angel of Satan. Check this out. Judges 13:22. And Manoah said unto his wife, we shall surely die because we have seen God. Meaning they have seen evil. They have did evil. Because if you really seen the Most High's face, you would have died right there. If that was the case. They knew. Now he knew he sacrificed. Him and his wife, they sacrificed to make this baby Samson. Because Samson was doing crazy shit. He was sleeping with prostitutes. He was messing with women outside his race. He didn't listen to nothing that his father taught him. And that was because that's the sacrifice that they made to Satan. He was supposed to be righteous, but he wasn't. The baby was made by a fallen angel. It wasn't made by Manoah. But his wife said unto him, if the Lord were pleased to kill us, he would not have received a burnt offering and a meat offering at our hands. Now, this is where the devil is slick at. Because he didn't tell him he was going to kill him. See, and when you're doing sacrifices, Satan don't tell you when he's going to kill you. He just going to let you get your shine on and give you what you want until he's done using you. And when he don't have no use for you no more, then you're going to die. Because they received the burnt offering, which they made a blood sacrifice. They split the goat, killed them. Probably drunk the blood. And it says, neither would he have showed us all these things, nor would at this time have told us such things as these. So the devil showed them things and told them such things, false promises. And the woman bare a son. You see how it says, and a woman bare a son? But where's Manoah? Where's the conception? Where was it made? Because the Samson was already made. From when the fallen angel appeared to the woman without Manoah even being there. That's when he had his time to lay down with her and go in unto her. And called his name Samson. And the child grew, and the Lord blessed him. Don't forget, Satan can give you gifts too. So that's what that means. Last verse, 13:25. And the Spirit of the Lord began to move him at times in the camp of Dan between Zor and Eshtal. So Satan was with him. Satan gonna protect you as long as you're doing wickedness. But once you stop doing that, it's up. It's up. Now, like I said, I'm not on here to appeal to anybody who's not really trying to be righteous. Like I said, I got tired of seeing all these camps on YouTube, and I learned, I took the good from them, but the bad went in one ear and out the other. I don't listen to all that bullshit. I learned from myself, because really the Holy Spirit is truly on me. For me to have been woke up and to know all this, it's only the Holy Spirit. I don't know nobody out here. These niggas out here talking about, oh, the Mexicans and the Indians is Hebrews, and it's the same repeat. Oh, the Sabbath's not on Sunday. Bro, this is milk. That's milk shit. You got to get people on something higher than that. This should be blowing y'all minds right now. The Most High is a warrior. He all this soft ass shit. These niggas be on here doing soft shit, and they be letting these goddamn women control them. And to be honest with you, I'm not talking about the 1% of Hebrew women. I'm talking about the 99% of women on this earth. They are the arch enemies of the Most High. It's been proven time and time again. Say I'm lying. You can't. Remember when Job's wife told him to curse the Most High? Why you gonna do that? Curse the Most High. Satan was like, I bet you I can get Job. Nah, you didn't pass that test, Jack. But what did Satan do? He used his wife against him. Adam and Eve. Satan used his wife against Adam. It worked. In this modern day time right now. Look what's going on with Steve Harvey. And your wife cheated on your dumb ass because you was a beta male. Nigga, you wasn't handling your relationship as you should. You let her walk all over you and talk to you crazy and all this old shit. Then y'all want to sit around here and feel sorry for the nigga. I don't feel sorry for him. Because all these entertainers that sold they soul. That's why they going through this bullshit. Lot's wife, she looked back. She looked back and got turned to a sofa, a pillar of salt. Trying to convince her husband. He had enough sense to be like, nah, I'm just finna keep on going. Y'all gotta wake up. Because high time is here. Now I exposed to y'all that Eve cheated on Adam. These are facts. Go read in Genesis. And Cain and Abel, which is Cain was the seed of Satan and Abel was the seed of the righteous one, Adam. They were twins. Go read it. Beginning of Genesis. Rebecca, she laid down with Rebecca laid down with Satan too. That's why the seed of Esau, was Satan, and the seed of Isaac was Jacob. How you gonna have two different people? If I lay down with my wife and we ain't made two kids, these are two Hebrews. These ain't two different races of people. Nations means races of people. So that's telling you she stepped out. Then she finessed Isaac into thinking that Esau was a son. Then she finessed Jacob into taking a blessing. But really, the blessing was already originally Jacob's because Jacob's was really Isaac's true and first son. I exposed that to y'all. And Samson's mother, Manoah and Samson's mother, they made a sacrifice to the devil to get Samson here. Because the woman was barren. And a man can't make no baby with no woman that can't, her ovaries or her is jacked up. So that's what I expose y'all. So I hope this get out to the ones that it need to get out to. Like I say, y'all can post up in the comments. You can say whatever you like, do whatever you like. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Because at the end of the day, I know where I'm going. Do you know where you going?